They have now added this unlimited essentials plan for just $35 a month, which hello everybody, and a happy rainy Monday here at my place at least. It has rained like nonstop, I feel. Today's video is a follow-up to a video I did back in December, January, when I switched my phone service from Verizon, where I'd been paying $170 some odd a month for 2 or 3 lines for many years, and I switched over to Google Fi. This video is gonna kind of be 2 parts, as in I'm gonna give you some of my review after actually using the Google Fi service good bit all over Georgia and a little bit into North Carolina. And I'm also gonna go over some new plans that they just dropped like a week and a half-ish ago or so. So click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. And let's check out the new Google Fi plans and give my 6-month review. And before we get started here, if you're somebody who's considering Google Fi's service, I have a link down below. The top link in my description is my referral code from Google Fi. No, I'm not partnered with Google Fi, but if you click that referral code, you get your 2nd month of service for free just by signing up using that referral code. Check that out, top link in the description. All right, so this is the Google Fi website. And of course, the first thing you're asked is, well, which plan do you want and how many lines do you need? So they have now added this unlimited essentials plan for just $35 a month, which is just amazing. And yes, you still get full connectivity for select smartwatches, even at $35. Now, just to show you, if you were to switch this to 2 people, $60 for essential, $80 for the unlimited standard, and $110 for the premium. 3 is $80, 4, $90, and so on. Now that's currently a small breakdown of, well, hold on. Let me do this, because for a lot of people, you know, they're not gonna be getting 4 lines. So this is the price just for 1. And you can see that there is a few little differences in terms of what's included. Now, this one you get 30 gigs of high-speed data, in which after that 30 gigs, it's 256 KB, so you're like on DSL speeds. But if we were to compare all 3 of these, here would be the comparison of all 3. Your data is unlimited, quote unquote. So you get unlimited data, but after these limits, your data will get slowed down. So on the most expensive plan, you'd have to go over 100 gigs. On the middle plan, you'd have to go over 50 gigs. And on the cheapest plan, over 30 gigs. You all get the option for smartwatches. Then here's where some of the differences come in. So the Essentials plan does not give you any hotspot tethering at all, which is a small bummer. I wish I could get like 5 gigs with it or something. You cannot make data calls and text within Canada and Mexico from that plan, and even calls from the US to other countries is affordable. Don't know exactly what that means. In terms of international data, you only get that on the top plan. Same thing for international text. And then premium features, connectivity for laptops and tablets is only on the top plan now. 6 months of YouTube Premium on them is only on the top plan, 100 gig of storage. Now, originally, I can tell you, I was actually looking to switch to this lower plan because $35 a month sounds a lot better than 50, but since I'll lose my hotspot, I don't think I will switch because this is my current plan, and you can see that I've only actually used 5.8 gigs of data all over my entire month. So I don't necessarily need the more expensive data plan, but I do enjoy my tethering from time to time, and that comes in handy. So let's look at the plans. Let me give you my review after using the service for 6 months. So for many reasons, it should not make a difference which phone you're using as long as the phone is compatible with Google Fi's network. Google Fi's network, of course, just runs off of T-Mobile's network. Now, when you're running off of T-Mobile's network, you do not get the priority of a direct T-Mobile customer. So what does that mean? Well, in certain areas, you may be waiting a second for something to load. And when I say waiting a second, I really mean like literally 2 or 3 seconds. Like I've been trying to get an email to load. The email comes up blank with a white screen at first, and then 2 to 3 seconds later, boom, whole email populates. I'm able to read the email. So unless you're like a really real IT professional who's always using your phone and maybe has 2 or 3 soft phones set up on here where you have like 3 numbers on here, then I would just highly recommend the cheapest $35 plan, unless you need the hotspot tethering, at which point I'd recommend the $50 plan. Either way, it's an unbeatable deal considering the fact that you can have a smartwatch on here without paying extra. At every single other wireless provider, you pay $10 to $15, some might be $5 per month just to have a smartwatch that can get connectivity. So to me, to have this option to not have to pay for that, and it's just completely included, I think is amazing. And of course, if you go on the higher plan, you can even connect a tablet. So in my opinion, from a price and a service standpoint, Google Fi is really the best wireless service that money can buy. You're getting a nationwide network. You're not really going to see the slowdown that you might not see if you were directly on T-Mobile's network. And there's all kinds of added benefits, from being able to use hotspot tethering included, to being able to have a smartwatch or a tablet on your line, just stuff that every other provider charges you extra for, that Google Fi is just like, hey, it's included with your line. So I've loved it. I can't think of any dropped calls that I've had, other than one specific area, but I can tell you my call dropped every time in that same area when I was on Verizon. So it's just that area. It's like a big dip in the road, and I just think there's no signal down there. Speed's perfectly fine. Never any issues with data or text. Phone calls come through clear and work great. Tethering has even been fine. I uploaded a whole video in like 30 minutes using the hotspot on Friday afternoon, actually, while I was leaving Tesla and going to Willie's. So at the end of the day, I have no complaints. I think the price is perfect. I think they give you a ton of features for what you're paying for, and you're on one of the largest networks around, which is T-Mobile's network. 2 massive thumbs up for me. That is essentially my 6-month review of Google Fi's service. Now, I am not partnered with Google, but I do have a link down below from Google Fi if you would like to join Google Fi. It gives you your 2nd month for completely free after you pay for your 1st month of service. It then also gives me a free month because you clicked my link and got a month. So click that link below if you'd like to join. Click like, click subscribe. Indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. See you in the next one. Deuces.